Mr. Telephone Man, there's something wrong with my line. When I call my baby's number, I get a beep every time. Yeah, I know I'm good at everything. You don't gotta suck my dick. Stuff. Damn. Yo, I had punched some shit. Fuck my hand up. This shit hurt. Stephen, the extremist. The extremist of the house Negro. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I surprise myself reading words like Stephen. Stefan? Yeah,
movies,
shit.
TV shows,
Forgot.
and any other type of media that portrayed chattel. Growing up, I often avoided movies, TV shows, and any other type of media that portrayed chattel slavery. Those depictions were often deeply unsettling and hard for me to watch. Most of the time,
Nah,
they
me
left me
too.
feeling sad,
Sad
angry,
as
and a
fuck.
strange sense of
Cause like I ain't gonna lie, like bro, I might have an undiagnosed something. I don't know. My parents don't believe in. Gonna go find out. So I don't know. I low-key feel like I do. But hey man, you never know. But so like I ain't gonna lie, my emotions just be bro, my shit like it's like I might not be in a situation, but if I see it like somebody that look like me get what from looking like me, I'm like, yo, I be sad as hell, bro. I shed a tear and shit. I be real life sad as fuck. Like I be getting sad too easily. I get sad too easy. I get mad too easy. Shit be bad. I be trying to control that motherfucker, but sometimes that motherfucker be controlling me. That's why I stay in the house all day.
familiarity that I truly
Shit, that
cannot
bit
explain.
hurt.
But back in 2012, a slave movie
damn.
was released that I could actually digest, Django Unchained. This
Oh, I
was
ain't even
a
watched that
gripping
joint, but
Western
I heard
adventure
about it.
set in pre-Civil War American South. The film follows Django, a man who was given an unexpected chance of freedom and embarks on a journey that changes his life forever. Along the way, he teams up with a charismatic bounty hunter, develops new skills, and faces increasingly dangerous challenges in his quest to rescue his wife. What I loved the most about this film, though, was how it was able to still portray the brutality of chattel slavery while also balancing.
All right, before we get back into this, what I personally never understood, right, is that the most racist people always be like part of the church, always be part of a church somehow. They always be Christians or something. And I don't want to say like all Christians are racist, because I'm a Christian. So I'll be like, oh, but I'm not, just because I'm a Christian, I'm not gonna like say it and not say it, but like, bro, these dudes, they be mad racist. I don't get it though. We read the same Bible, and then the Bible said you shouldn't hit another man. It even said you should forgive a man for killing your family. So like, oh, excuse me, my fault. How do you think God looks at you for hitting a man just because of his skin color, for killing a man just because of his skin color? It's like, I don't know. Me, I never got that. Of course, I didn't get that. I'm thinking I was getting hated upon. So it's like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm still not gonna go live my life hating on niggas. They hating all white people, all stuff like that. Cause no, that shit lame as fuck. Cause I don't want to be just like them. That lame as fuck. I want to be me though. I'm gonna keep doing me. But my thing, shit, you get around me, bad that motherfucker on you. Stamp you, bad that motherfucker on you. On God, I ain't gonna have that bitch on me, but I'm gonna have the hands on me. Stamp.
It with humor, action, drama, and entertainment. It never shied away from how cruel and barbaric this era was, but it also knew how to lighten the mood. 11-year-old me loved it, and fast forward to 2026, I think I love it even more. In today's video, instead of discussing the entire film, I want to do a breakdown on a specific character, someone I consider to be one of the most evil movie villains of all time, Steven. But throughout this video, I call him Stephen, because it's spelled Stephen, but that don't matter, y'all. Tomato, tomato, same thing. Portrayed masterfully by Samuel L. Jackson, Stephen is a character who never fails to get under my skin. Samuel L. absolutely killed this role, and every time I watch it, it pisses me off even more. I think the reason this character gets under my skin so much is because we walk amongst these type of individuals in 2026. The trash pandas, the I'm black and I didn't get offended type of archetype. The black individuals who are so desperate.
And then they always expect niggas to agree with them. I was like, motherfucker, I don't give a fuck. You ain't get offended, nigga. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. You tell me he ain't get offended. Look left, look right, look up, look down. Still don't give a fuck.
For white validation, that they'll do anything to get it, including hating themselves.
And they be thinking the white man gonna think they better than the dumb dudes. Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I feel as though white people hate them more than just. I don't know. I'm just gonna assume. Like you just pandering. You on your knees looking dick. It's like, damn, man. It's just, damn. How you think the your ancestor that was getting beat, your father's father that was getting his ass whooped, your father's father that was getting thrashed, nigga, that was getting thrashed. How you think he feel, nigga? Looking up at you. Oh, my fault. I ain't really mean it like that. He looking down at you like, cause you gonna be looking up at him, but he looking down at you like, I died for this shit. I was getting beat. I was getting caught for this. They come out here and agree with him. Damn, bro, your grandfather gonna come back from the dead, spit on you, cuz.
And doing harm to people who look like them. In 2026, they may not be as extreme as Stephen, but they up there with him.
They might be extremer. They might not do actions, but the way they be talking, it might be worse. But I don't know.
No way.
I ain't never seen how
Yes
Stephen
way.
acts.
Realtor.com tracks.
Now, we don't meet Stephen until about an hour and a half into the film, so it's only right I give you a quick rundown of the story leading up to our introduction to Stephen. The movie begins in 1858 with Django, an enslaved man being marched across Texas with a group of other enslaved people. The journey is interrupted by Dr. King Schultz, a former dentist turned bounty hunter. Schultz is searching for the Brittle brothers and discovers that Django is the only person who can identify them. He purchases Django's freedom in a unconventional manner and takes him along to help track them down. After locating the Brittle brothers, Schultz kills them and collects the bounty. True to his word, he grants Django his freedom. Impressed by Django's intelligence, courage, and composure under pressure, Schultz offers him a partnership. Help hunt bounties through the winter, and in return, Schultz will help Django find and rescue his wife, Broomhilda von Schaft. Eventually, they learn Broomhilda has been sent to Calvin J. Candy, the wealthy owner of a massive...
Damn, I used to love fortune cookies. Yeah, ever since I started smoking, I can't eat this stupid shit. I don't got no child shit around
Mississippi
me.
plantation known as Candyland. Candy is infamous for his fascination with Mandingo fighting, violent forced fights between enslaved men, staged for entertainment, and gambling. Knowing that simply asking to buy Broomhilda isn't going to work, Schultz comes up with a plan. He and Django will pose as wealthy buyers interested in purchasing one of Candy's prized Mandingo fighters for an outrageous sum of money. While Candy is focused on closing that lucrative deal, they tend to quietly purchase Broomhilda as a secondary transaction and leave before he realizes their true intentions. It is here at Candyland that we are finally introduced to Stephen. He's calmly sitting in the parlor while managing Candyland's finances. He is filling out and signing checks on behalf of Calvin Candy. A very unusual sight for...
See, look, that's the problem right there. They kept that nigga close to the money. He started thinking the white man. He's signing the checks. He looking at the checks. He putting the white man name down. He started thinking the white man. Oh nah. The problem with these pattern ass niggas, they be too close to the white man. They be too close to the white man's love. So they start thinking they part of the white man. Nah, baby boy. Cause right when it's time for them to hate, guess what? I'm not talking about all whites. I'm just talking about the wrong, the bad ones. This one is just about the bad ones. I love everybody. Even if you don't love me, I still love you, nigga. But yeah, they be too close to the white man. They start thinking they're part of the white man. But guess what? Right when they get angry, right when you do something a little off, that when they're gonna show you you're not white. What Trump called Stephanie? He called him a watermelon, a stupid watermelon eater, something like that.
for an enslaved man at that time period. Throughout the South, strict anti-literacy laws were enacted between 1740 and 1834 to prevent enslaved people from learning to read and write. Slave owners feel that education would encourage resistance. It'll undermine the institution of slavery and potentially inspire a rebellion. Despite severe punishment, historians estimate that only 5 to 10% of enslaved people knew how to read and write. Stafford's literacy and financial responsibilities are likely a result of his position as a house slave. Historically, enslaved people in America were often divided by their
But he
labor
black
roles,
though. I
most
thought it
common
was like the
distinction
light skinned
being
ones that
between
was in the
field
house.
slaves and house slaves. Field slaves performed agricultural labor such as planting, harvesting, and tending to crops. They endured the hardest working conditions, had limited contact with the slaveholders, and typically lived in separate quarters with fewer privileges. House slaves, by contrast, worked within the slaveholder's household as cooks, maids, valets, butlers, nannies, or personal attendants, while they remained enslaved.
He said valets?
Vulnerable to abuse.
Well, he was
They
parking
also
horses?
received better clothing, food, and living conditions. Their close proximity to slaveholders also gave some access access to education, specialized skills, and positions of trust. They often became emotionally attached to the master and his interests.
And the house Negro always looked out for his master. When the field Negroes got too much out of line, he held them back in check.
And he always ratted. I don't know. The house Negro started thinking he wasn't a Negro. And the house Negro always act like he don't get beat in front of the other niggas. He gonna tell you he don't be getting his ass whooped. House Negro gonna tell you he don't get his ass whooped. But guess what? Nigga, when the house Negro is with the master, he's the outside Negro. He's only the house Negro when he's around other Negroes. Cause it's really a hierarchy to pain. It's a hierarchy to sadness, a hierarchy to everything. So as long as one man feel as though he's, you feel me, he's less sad than you, or like, you know, it's racism, but people are less racist to him than to you, then yeah, he can feel as though he's better than you. Out why? Don't even call him a house Negro, just call him a Negro.
He put him back on the plantation. The house Negro could afford to do that because he lived better than the field Negro. He ate better, he dressed better, and he lived in a better house. He lived right up next to his master in the attic or the basement. He ate the same food his master ate and wore his same clothes. And he could talk just like his master, good diction. And he loved his master more than his master loved himself. That's why he didn't want his master.
That's the worst part. He loved the master more than the master loved himself.
When the master's house caught a fire, he'd try and put the fire out. He didn't want his master's house burned. He never wanted his master's property threatened. And he was more defensive of it than the master was. That was the house Negro.
Stephen likely acquired his literacy, bookkeeping abilities, and understanding of business through this role. He occupies a far more influential position than a typical house slave. This could also be due to the fact that Stephen...
My fault. My shit was lagging real quick. Also, when Malcolm X was talking about the property, when he cares more about the master's property than the master, or whatever he had said. But I don't know, when Malcolm was talking, I also feel like he was talking about the house. He was talking about the the plantation and everything. But I feel like he was also talking about the Negro, like the outside Negro. Like he cares about the outside Negro just like the master do. Cause if the outside Negro run, one of them gonna get put outside, or they gonna take the ass whooping. But yeah, so they damn near feel like they the second master. This shit weird.
Is 76 years old. He's been around a long time. He showed his worth. He had to step on a lot of Negroes' backs to get to the position that he's at. This is what we see in 2026.
We know he stomped out a lot of niggas.
Success.
We know he stomped out a lot of niggas.
Because you have to step on a few hands to get to the top. And most of those
like
hands are going to be
now.
people that look like you. As Stephen handles the plantation's finances, some checks bear a stamped version of Calvin Candy's signature, most likely created by Calvin Candy with his own hand, while others are signed by Stephen himself, carefully reproducing his master's signature. Now right here I have a picture of both checks on the screen. The handwritten version produced by Stephen appears more fluid, balanced, and naturally spaced, while the stamped version is comparatively rigid and less refined. This visual detail reinforces a larger theme surrounding Stephen's character. Stephen appears to be the true functioning mechanism.
Yeah, I rock with his hair. I don't know.
Behind this whole operation. As Django, Schultz, and Calvin arrive at the main house of Candyland, Stephen is waiting outside. He has gray hair, a wrinkled face. He appears weak and harmless. However, as this film progresses, it'll become clear that this whole perception was a ploy. What immediately stands out is his reaction to seeing Django, a black man confidently riding a horse and carrying himself with
he was
level
mad
of
as
status
hell.
and authority that enslaved
You know he
people
was
not
mad as
supposed to
hell.
have at that
He's
time.
supposed to be the
Stephen shook, and anger is
highest
written all
powered
over his
Negro.
face. In fact, he seems to be more agitated than any other white overseers. This reaction shows perfectly how internalized racism can bleed out. Stephen has spent years adapting to and benefiting from the plantation's hierarchy, so seeing Django challenge that system threatens his worldview. At the same time, we can also see this reaction as jealousy from Stephen. Here's another black man receiving respect, freedom of movement, and privileges that Stephen never had. And unlike him, Django didn't have to bootlick to get these privileges. Stephen then greets
No, let's not call
it.
Come on. I ain't gonna lie. I feel as though in 2025, whatever year we in right now, because I ain't gonna lie, at this point, bro, there's no point of caring what year you in, what day you in. World's gonna go to shit no matter what. The world is gonna go to shit no matter what. I forgot what I was about to say. Oh yeah, I feel like whatever year we in now, nigga, People done got too nice, cuz. People done got too nice. I feel as though everybody out here OD speaking their mind, OD talking, OD soft, OD sensitive. Like, nothing wrong with being sensitive, nothing wrong with speaking your emotions, because I'm going to do that motherfucker anytime. But so, I feel like niggas can't really take criticism, niggas can't really be honest no more. It's because people stopped saying the truth. People really stopped saying what they actually meant. Niggas started whitewashing shit. Niggas started being like too sweet with niggas, bro. I don't give a fuck about none of that, bro. We gotta start being honest. They not bullocking, they Ian. They not bullocking, they nuts Ian. They not bullocking, they sweat licking. They nut dripping. They under the nigga, go ahead. They under the nigga dick. Let the nut drip in their mouth. That's what they doing. Let's stop. Nah, they not doing that. We gotta start telling these niggas what it is, bro. Your grandfather looking down at you right now, ready to spit on you, gang. If anything's going wrong in your life right now, just know it's your great ancestors causing it to you, cause they're mad at fuck. They mad at fuck. They keep it apart.
This interaction is very interesting. Stefan first questions him asking who is Django, and then the two start joking on each other. Stefan stating, I miss you, like I miss a rock stuck in my shoe. Off the bat, we can see the type of relationship they have. This doesn't come off as a slave and owner, more like two friends. Stefan once again asks, who is Django? Django then responds. Stefan immediately becomes agitated and then has to be calmed down by Calvin. Calvin explains that Django is a free man, and that he and Dr. Shorts are simple.
Look, that nigga, he acting like he not the slave. He's acting like he's not the slave. Shoot, oh no, I would have gunned him down. He's a slave. I would have gunned him down, and then I would have give his master some money. Or I would have told my white homie, buy him. And then I would have gunned him down. That's what I'm saying, but let's stop being nice to people, bro. Let's just keep it a bean. Let's just keep it all the way stacked, cause the world is turning. I feel as though the world has started turning into shit, cause niggas stop really being honest. People stop being really honest, really honest. Like, people are still honest, but they started sugarcoating it. Let's really like. I feel like I'd rather nigga say 100% of his heart than 50. Say 100% of your heart. Really be you.
Customers that are here to purchase a slave. As guests, they should be treated with hospitality. Stephen replies that he understands having to treat Dr. Schultz with respect, but why Django? He's just a nigga. This right here is reflective of something that we still see in 2026. Some black people will blindly accept authority from non-black people, yet question or challenge when that same authority comes from a person that looks like them. Through generations of conditioning and influence of the dominant social structures, many have internalized these feelings of inferiority. As a result, some struggle to see people who look like themselves equally worthy of respect, competence, or leadership. Even the hostility that
and that just shows, and for those people like that shows that they have no self-worth, and just keep away from them. Because how do you, as a human, as a person, respect somebody less because they look like you? Does that make sense? You respect you respect somebody less because he looks like you. Yourself as a person you're supposed to be a person that you love and respect the most in the world, yourself. So if somebody looks like you and you respect them less just because they look like you, nigga, then that just shows who you are. And also I feel like niggas also just gotta start distancing themselves. Stop arguing back. Stop asking niggas why they don't like you. Stop asking niggas why they don't like you. Why it matter why they don't like you? You gonna change for that nigga? You gonna change for that nigga, you goofy bitch? They don't ask him. Go on about your goofy ass day. Cause if you're not planning on changing, then just go on about your day. And if you're planning on changing, then you're a goofy bitch still. Trying to change because of another person. Like, bro, just be you, bro. And if you're a racist, they just be you, bro. Somebody gonna love you for you. Don't forget, the devil is somebody too.
can exist in black men is telling.
You know, I see niggas, I'm banging on everything. Only people I'm not banging on is white boys and Mexicans. You feel me? They not my.
We appreciate it.
You know?
Thank you very much.
It's regular that a nigga go, I'ma bang on everything black that I see. You feel me? Period. You got the potential to harm me and my homies from the gate, I'm on you.
Yeah. If you got petition to harm me and my homies.
Feel me? Period. So
Because of the stigma, for the past couple of years, I tried to do something to combat this.
Hey,
in
somebody
my
go
real
spit
life.
on that nigga
Whenever
for
I'm
me.
out in public, saying
Somebody
the
go
grocery
spit on that
store,
nigga for me,
running some
cuz.
errands,
Somebody go
vacation,
spit on that nigga for me.
etc. Whenever I come across a
Got
black
Paulo
man,
with him, I
I'm
said
giving him
spit
a
on
head nod.
Tell him
And
I
to take
said
it
it.
further, if
Take
I
him for the
have
big
time,
dog.
I'll small talk with him, compliment his
Tip for the
shoes,
top.
tell bro his hair look fire. All types of small things. Something just to uplift my brothers when the whole world already hate us. In 2026, I believe that solidarity is the #1 key for the black community. Anti-blackness comes from all different angles.
I agree with him. Uplift people, but I uplift everybody. Cause me personally, hate the fuck out of my life. Oh God. So I'm just that person. Like I feel like a compliment goes a long way. Cause I ain't gonna lie, when I do be getting compliments, like when I do be getting compliments, it's like I don't know, I be getting happy. So I be trying to give it to other niggas. Cause yo, life is terrible. So it's like anything to get a nigga smiling, anything to get a nigga just like that should get me happy too. So fuck it.
And one of the strongest
I
ways
don't mean I don't be an asshole too.
is to love one another. I
I'll
know
be
it
an
sounds
asshole.
cliche, but it's true. We gotta start being more patient with each other. Extend more grace. Seek understanding. And give one another the benefit of the
And yeah, I be pausing them. Got that video my fault because I actually respect this point. I ain't gonna lie. And I feel like I'm having a conversation with, but I want to pause it so much. But it damn, I just be burping and shit. And I feel like another reason why people don't like extend that much to other black people, is because they be around them a lot. It's like when all you're around is black people and like you get done wrong by a lot of black people, you start thinking like that's all just gonna do you wrong. But they don't know like everybody's gonna do you wrong. It's not just because it's the only reason that black people are doing you wrong right now is because it's situational. Like everything is really situational. Like bad things happening to you, it's situational. It's like crime, all that stuff. So it's like they think it's just black people doing them wrong because black people hate them. It's just because black people doing you wrong because that's who you live around. You feel me? Cause like to most people like that are white, that live in white neighborhoods, crime to them happens by white people. Most crimes to them happen by white people. Black people in black neighborhood, most crimes happen to them by black people. So they just be growing up like, oh nah, black niggas, all they do is rob and steal, blah blah blah. Yeah, of course that's what you think. All you live around is black people. Who else are you gonna see robbing and stealing from you? That's all the people that are around you. Of course, that's all the people that are gonna see rob and steal from you. You see them every day. I was just saying I just say everybody's gonna do you wrong. No matter what their skin color is. Me, I just see humans. It's just humans. Every human has something in them like bad, and those have like good in them too. But it's like they choose whether they want to be good or bad to you. It's not off their skin color, gang. Every human can be a bad person to you. Every human can be good to you. It's just on you to decipher that.
If we want to excel as the powerful people that we are, we gotta spread more love amongst each other. After bargaining, Calvin orders Stephen to prepare the guest room for Dr. Schultz and Django. Before heading inside, Dr. Schultz asks Calvin if once he's settled in, can Hildy be sent to his room. Calvin agrees and tells Stephen to go fetch her, clean her up, and send her over. There's just one problem. The night before, Hildy attempted to escape. As punishment, she was thrown into the hot box, a cruel, brutal torture device where enslaved people were stripped of their clothing and locked inside a cramped, coffin-sized metal enclosure, partially buried in the ground beneath the scorching southern sun. This wasn't just some fictional torture device created for this film. It was a real thing. The sweat box, sometimes called the slave box. Its origins can be traced back to the American Revolutionary War, where similar methods were used against Native Americans.
Yeah, this not gonna be about slavery. But I was watching a video yesterday about and I was talking about how everything always comes from like something. Everything always comes from something. Like, everything that we got today always comes from something that happened in the past. Like water bottles and shit. Yeah, I think that sweat box became a hot box. Yeah, I think I think that when niggas became a hot box. Yeah, I think like when people started coming out with like smoking and stuff like that, they were like, hey, what if we enclose ourselves and instead of like using it as a torture punishment, we just stay here with our cigars and get to be steaming. Y'all didn't thought it was fucking with it? Y'all didn't thought it was fucking with it? I'm not fucking with it. I'm not fucking with it. I'm not fucking with it.
However, it became
A
especially
sweatbox, a
associated
hot
with
box,
Southern
come
slavery
on,
during the
gang.
1800s.
A sweatbox, a hot box. Come on, gang. I'm onto some shit.
When enslavers used it to punish enslaved people for perceived acts of disobedience or resistance. Stephen suggested that she be remained in a hot box for 10 days. But because of Dr. Short's request, Calvin releases her after only one night. He argues that she should be forced to serve her full punishment, revealing just how deeply invested he is in maintaining the hierarchy. In moments like this, Stephen appears more cruel than Calvin. While Calvin's racism is overt and expected, Stephen actively enforces the system against other black people, often with enthusiasm that surpasses his master. After not wanting to, he orders the overseers to let Hildy free.
I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Like me, like I said, my emotions. Like, I gotta start. Like as a man, I gotta tell you, I gotta start getting my emotions under control. Like the past year or two, I've been trying. I feel as though I've been succeeding. Of course, I've been failing here and there, but I've been succeeding mostly. But a nigga like this, type of nigga to restart my whole shit. That nigga to restart my, like, I ain't gonna lie, if I was ever in real life with a nigga like this, I'm spitting in your face, gang. I'm spitting in your face, gang. No, I'm so serious. If I'm ever like in a situation with a nigga like this, bro, we duking it, gang. Bro, we duking it. Shh. Like, come on,
From the
you
box,
see me.
and once free, tells the other house slaves to get her cleaned up for Dr. Shorts. After Hildy is brought to Dr. Shorts' room and reunites with Django, everyone begins preparing for dinner. As the food is being made, Stephen walks through the kitchen, even taking time to flirt with one of the enslaved women. He eventually makes his way to the dining room, where Calvin, Dr. Shorts, and others are discussing which slave the doctor intends to purchase. Throughout this conversation, Stephen is constantly going out of his way to make jokes at the expense of black people. At one point, one of the Mandingo fighters, nicknamed Black Hercules, is mentioned, and Stephen quickly adds, "It's more like niggalese."
Jealous ass nigga. He mad because he just some old saggy bit at him.
During the discussion, Calvin's sister jokingly suggests that Hildy has a romantic interest in Django. Hildy looks up in shock, while Django quickly turns his head, trying to conceal any emotion that he may have expressed on his face. Dr. Shorts jumps in with a joke of his own to keep the atmosphere light. While everyone else moves on from the moment, Stephen doesn't. He notices the subtle glances, the awkward body language, and the familiarity between Django and Hildy. He seems to be the only one at the table that recognizes something is off.
And bro, this is why I hate with like people in movies, bro. Bro, when you on a mission, gang, you gotta be on a mission, bro. Stop making it odd, bro. Cause there's always, at least this is my mindset when I'm on any type of missions. Cause they know a nigga used to do stuff back in the day. I'm always on some like, bro, everybody's watching me. Everybody watching me. So I gotta be. So is stuff like that gonna get you caught up too? Cause you like trying to be extra normal, like you gonna be weird. But I'd rather try to be extra normal than like, you know what I mean? But it's like, yo, all them glasses stuff, nah. But I be pee with it. Me, I'm the type of person, I'll look at the person that like nothing to do with before I look at the person that I'm actually here to do something with. Like, you feel me? Like if I'm here to take you, I'm gonna look at like different John. Like all day, blah blah blah. Like you feel me? You gotta play it like that's like with this nigga after you, cause most likely there is.
Suspicious, he follows Hildy into the kitchen and begins questioning her. He pressures her, insisting that she must know Django. Hildy denies it, but Stephen remains unconvinced and warns her she better not be lying. When Stephen returns back to the dining room, we see how good he is at extracting information. The doctor and Calvin eventually reach an agreement for the purchase of Eskimo Joe for $12,000. Check this out. $12,000 back in 1858 when this movie took place would equate to $400,000 in 2026. God damn. With the business settled.
Nah, no weird shit. I ain't know the slaves were selling for that much. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never really thought about how much slaves would go for, but like just the way they was treating them dudes, I'm thinking it was putting a ban on these. No cap. I'm thinking it was giving, they was selling it's for like a ban, not a ban in today's money, a ban in old day money, probably like 10K in today's money. That's what I was thinking. 400K, shoot, keep that nigga. Damn, that means these had like. Damn, what about these that had like 40 people on the plantation? Like, damn, them dudes had money back in the day. Them niggas had money, car. What? Nah, cause think about it. They selling this for 400K. They got like 40, 50 niggas on the plantation. These niggas had, oh my God. Them niggas had, it's
The conversation shifts
Hate
into
that for them
casual
niggas.
small talk. Calvin asks Hildy, how does it feel to serve in a big house? Before she can answer, Stefan pressures her to respond. After she does, Calvin and Stefan begin teasing her. They say things implying she would enjoy herself more entertaining the male slaves than serving dinner guests. Stefan then escalates things further. He insists that Dr. Short see Hildy scarred and heavily whipped back. Throughout all of this, Django is visibly struggling to contain his emotions, and that's exactly what Stefan wants. Everything he does during the scene is designed to test his growing suspicion. By placing Hildy in this humiliating situation and watching Django's response, Stefan had all
Like I said, bro, I'm about my mission. I'm about what I came here for. So you're gonna try to get me on my thing. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I hate that nigga. But about my mission, I don't hate you that much, gang. About my mission, I don't hate you that much, gang. Like, hey man, I've been on missions. So like, nigga like this, like niggas don't try to get you the break, bro. Nigga ain't gonna give me the break. Man, you show me the bitch back. Show me the bitch titties. I don't give a fuck, nigga. She gonna come home with me. She gonna come home with me. You ain't gonna make me not get my joint. Cause you trying. You ain't gonna break me down. Niggas didn't try. You definitely ain't gonna break me down, uncle. I'll break you down though. All right, let me stop. Oh, let me stop that. Ew. That shit just disgusted me, cuz. Fuck.
evidence he needed.
I wish I knew how to edit. I'll edit that shit out.
Together. While everyone else remained distracted by business and conversation, Stefan has uncovered the truth. Django and Hildy know each other, and whatever brought Django to Candyland is much bigger than the purchase of a Mandingo fighter. With all this information, Stefan convinces Calvin to meet him in the library. When Calvin enters the library, Stefan is sitting comfortably, one leg crossed over the other,
like
casually sipping wine. His presence here is completely different from what we see when they're in public. He then gives Calvin the full breakdown of the situation, explaining that Django and the doctor never came for the Mandingo fighter, but instead for Broomhilda. During this conversation,
why he's so
Stefan
comfortable?
talks to him almost as if he is his child. Earlier in the film, we
Why
learned
he
that
so
Stefan
comfortable?
was also serving under Calvin's father. So it's possible that Stefan has filled this, father-like role. Everything suddenly begins to click for Calvin. The observations Stefan has gathered fit together perfectly. And in this moment, we see how agitated and mad he is at himself that he fell for this trick. Armed with this new understanding, he confronts Django and Dr. Schwartz. After a very tense negotiation, and honestly one of my favorite scenes in this entire movie, they ultimately agreed that Calvin will only sell Broomhilda to Dr. Schwartz for 12 racks. Later, Calvin is seen in his office finalizing the paperwork. During the sequence, Dr. Schwartz appears visibly uncomfortable. Throughout his time at Candyland, he has witnessed some brutal things. What really traumatized the doctor the most was moments earlier to pulling up into the main house plantation, where we saw an escaped slave get eaten alive by dogs because he tried to escape. As Schwartz waits for the deal to be completed, all of these memories just replay in his head. Unable to contain his disgust any longer, Schwartz abruptly orders the musician to stop playing and storms into Calvin's office. Stefan immediately tries to stop him, but Calvin reassures him that everything is under control. Calvin then approaches Schwartz with the completed paperwork and a slice of a white cake. Schwartz declines, and after a brief conversation, Calvin signs Broomhilda's freedom papers. Schwartz says his goodbyes and prepares to leave, but Calvin has one final request. He wants a handshake. Now this moment right here was really a sense of dominance that Calvin wanted to assert. At first, Schwartz refuses and insists that this is a bad idea. Calvin continues to pressure him, demanding the gesture is a sign of respect and submission. And also, if they don't,
no weird shit, that nigga look evil.
Calvin continues to pressure him, demanding the gesture. First, Schwartz refuses and insists that this is a
He
bad idea.
genuinely
Calvin
looks
continues to pressure.
Yo, he looks evil. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, niggas. I ain't gonna lie, some movie writers and some producers, like people that be making movies, bro. Some of them dudes really good at their job. They're good at like portraying emotions, like showing like emotions without having niggas say, "I hate you, I'm mad," shit like that. Cause bro, I was watching some YouTube video about the video game Last of Us. Yeah, the first one. Just the writing, the storytelling in that motherfucker. I ain't never played a game, but the storytelling and the writing in that motherfucker, the game, not the show, the game. That jump was, it was so good, cuz. It was, oh my God, shit had me emotional. When the daughter died in the beginning, cuz. Oh, stop playing with him.
Demanding the gesture is a sign of respect and submission. And
Yeah, he look
also,
evil.
if they don't shake on it, the deal doesn't get finalized. Eventually, Schwartz agrees. But in that moment, Calvin knew he fucked up. Unable to stomach Calvin's request, Schwartz shoots him point blank and he dies. Stefan's reaction is
Wait, what the fuck? Why he shoot him for? I'm confused. Let me watch the video.
priceless. Crying and screaming like a child who just lost a parent. This scene literally reminds me of how so many of these shoot him point blank and he dies. Stephen's reaction is priceless. Crying and screaming like a child who just lost a parent. This scene literally reminds me of how so many of these black MAGA men reacted to the death of Charlie Kirk. On September 10th, 2025, Charlie Kirk was shot and killed. My view on the situation is this: the chickens came home to roost that day. Point blank, period. I don't feel sorry for him. The whole
Shit, I do. I'm not like, hey man, hate me all you want. Like I said, bro, hate me all you want. Like I'm not no like I ain't no pandering that nigga, man. You hate me, I see you in person, we gonna fight, we gonna blah blah blah. But like I'm not type of not type of person. I won't some shit like that. I will never ever be happy about something like that. No. Because if I see that happen to a black person, then I would be mad too. I'll be mad like, yeah, like nah, people being murdered. That's just not something I can be happy about. Nah. Don't agree with the message, his messages, blah, 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 blah. But just don't, yeah, especially like that, bro. Kids watching, oh, hell no.
sequence leading up to him being shot was just so poetic though. In Kirk's final remarks, he was asked a question about mass shooting. Instead of taking accountability and address the problem at hand,
that shit was damn near poetry.
The goalpost and tries to blame it on gang violence. Moments later, he got Kirked. And guess who it was by? A young white man with conservative ties. Now, many people around the world had their reaction to his death, but the one that stands out the most to me is from the huge conservative black YouTuber by the name of Officer Tatum. He was seen crying in front of his audience of thousands of people.
Crying?
Is it?
Nigga, that's your dad? Nigga, that's your dad? Nah, I thought he was chilling and talking about niggas is crying and shit. Come on, gang. You a grown-ass man. You got 2 balls between your legs. You crying about another man, cuz? I mean, I get being sad. I understand being sad, bro. Again, anybody can have emotions, but oh, gang, you crying about a man that won't spit on you to save your life, gang. Come on, chill out, bro. And even if he would spit on you, okay, if you crying about a man that would save your life, different. But come on, gang, you crying and shit. He knew that nigga in real life, like he like, do his homie and shit. That was your brother and shit, gang. Come on, I get it if that was your homie, that was your brother. Yeah, cry, do your thing, but. I don't know how their relationship was in the background, but come on, gang, you a grown ass man. He might not be at that point. I think he got eggs in his stomach. Chill. Let me play with his courage. Let me play with his courage. Let me play with his courage. Play with. All right. See, that's why niggas be saying men can't cry. Cause you see how we reacted to a man crying? I'm gonna tell myself, let me play with his coochie, and he crying. No, but let me play with that shit. Anybody ever react to this like this to me crying? Shit, I don't give a fuck.
You,
I hear grown ass man,
just
that's
you,
crazy.
building your app
Like, why you
on
on
base 44.
Nah, my thing is, why you getting on camera crying for? Why you getting on camera crying for?
Is this nigga
crying is
serious?
okay. Why you getting on camera crying for?
Because he is the same man that said,
I cry for my wife.
Really?
I just wouldn't.
You say you wouldn't cry for his wife?
That's a different thing. I mean, I would try not to cry for my wife if my.
Oh nah, he's trying to crush. He's trying to crush, gang. He's trying to crush, gang. This nigga just say he wouldn't. Wait, I think he just said he wouldn't cry for his wife. I'm not sure though.
My wife.
I just find this ironic because he is the same man that said,
I cry for my wife.
Really?
I just wouldn't.
What if your kid died?
That's a different thing. I mean, I would try not to cry.
He just said he would try not to cry if his own child died. But the Kirkinator dies. And Big Boy's he's on camera crying. Balling. Oh no, gang. Kirk crushed. He crushed. And we got little mini Kirks floating up in his stomach. Mini Kirks swimming all up in his stomach. This nigga is wildin'.
For my wife, if my kid
To be
died.
like the support.
No, yeah, I'm her foundation. I'm her strong point.
Mm-hmm.
I'll cry on my own, but if everything is going south, I want my wife to know I'm strong in that situation, and I can be. I don't have to
But
cry.
you wasn't strong in this
I
situation?
can do that on another time.
So
You
you
couldn't
will
be-
cry over a random racist podcaster that you
not
may
his
have had a
kid.
few conversations with, but not over your own family?
Wow.
You will cry in front of thousands of viewers, but not your wife? After an intense shootout, Django is captured, and Dr. Schultz, along with many other Candyland overseers, are also killed in the process. The next time we see Django, he's hanging upside down, about to be castrated. If you don't know what castration is, it is when they snip down there. Yeah.
Oh.
Just as this act was about to be carried out, Stefan intervened and announces that Calvin's sister
I'm confused though. Why is Django here? Ain't Calvin the one that shot? Yeah, come on. Okay. My fault.
has changed her mind and something else is planned for him. Stefan is actually the driving force behind this decision. In his eyes, castration isn't enough. More than likely, Django will bleed out and die shortly afterwards. Basically, it's an easy way out for him. Most of the people at Candyland simply want Django dead, whether that be by whipping, being torn apart by dogs, or some other brutal but immediate form of death. Stefan, however, he thinks that Django deserves worse. Eventually, Laura agrees to sell Django
he did kill
to
his
a
dad.
Picky mining company, where he will be worked to death under horrific conditions. It's essentially a death sentence, just a slower and more profitable one. And guess what? Stefan absolutely loves this idea. Now I want to talk about that mining company because it reminds me of the sugar plantation that we seen down south, but these were mainly in the Caribbean. A lot of people don't know this, but the slaves in the Caribbean, most of them died. The working conditions were so bad, and one of the most cruel forms of punishment, right, was being boiled alive in a big vault of sugar. I just think it's such an injustice for us to forget about this type of stuff. Like, they just want us to, oh, it happened, right? But it's like, no, bro, do y'all truly understand how evil these people were? To put a human being in a boiling vault of sugar and watch them and do it over and over and over.
And yeah, it happened, but like nowadays, it happened, but nowadays, niggas still hate you for being black. What the fuck are we talking about? Yeah, it happened. We're not enslaved no more. That don't change the fact that niggas still won't hire you because you're black. Like, come on, what do we fucking talk about? Like, a nigga tell me that shit, I'm walking away, you following me, I'm putting you down, gang. That's what I'm saying. Like, some conversations are just not meant to have. I've been saying it in the whole video. Some conversations are just not meant to have. A nigga, you talk to a nigga, he starts saying dumb shit, walk away, he follow you, put him down, bro. I'm not talking about killing him, I'm talking about ring. At least that's what I mean by put him down. Somebody want to put me down forever? Do you. I want you to. But, like, bro, all that other stuff people be talking about, bro, let's keep it pushing, bro. If niggas on some racist BS, going about your day, man. Going about your black day, and go have a conversation with God, bro. Just go pray about it. Go do something that makes you happy, bro. Cause ain't no point of talking. Ain't no point of continue that convo. Cause guess what? You gonna continue that convo. If it escalates, if you do anything, most likely you will get more time in jail. We seen that now with everything that's going on. Ray Chow, Carmelo Anthony, you would get more time in jail. So just going about your day, bro, and stay safe and stay blessed. Come on, bro. Just make sure you get to go home to your family. By any means. Just make sure you get to, if that means walking away and not finishing that ass conversation, walk away, don't finish that ass conversation. If that means pulling your shit out and in your life first, that means pull your shit out and that in your life first. But either way, make sure you get home to your family.
We aren't dealing with human beings, man. It's crazy. Back to Stefan, though. This situation just shows how cruel and calculating he really is. It also highlights how much influence and pull he has over people at Candyland and also the plantation in general. Even after Calvin's death, he's still making decisions. While in the middle of being transported, Django manages to outsmart the slave traders. He convinces them that he's a bounty hunter and can help them collect valuable rewards. Once they lower their guard, Django sees the opportunity, kills them, and escapes. At this point, Django could have simply just ran off, but no, he needed to finish what he started. So he goes back to Candyland.
No, get his little mama.
See him eliminate everyone that he missed the first time. After killing Laura, only one target remains: Stefan. What makes this scene so memorable is the fact that Stefan shows the real him. He drops the helpless, frail old man act, and after releasing his cane, he can walk perfectly fine. It was all a ploy. Django,
I don't give a fuck he can walk. I'll make sure he can't walk no more.
Leaving him withering on the floor. While this is
we gonna
happening,
make sure he can't
Stefan
walk
is
no
still
more.
talking his shit, which I do admire. Don't cop, please, now that you're about to die. Stand up, which
Nah,
always
that's what I'm
could've.
saying.
As he
Just be you at the end.
talking
Just be
shit,
you.
Django sets the place on fire. Stefan is dead. Calvin is dead. He got his wife. They out up out of there. But yeah, y'all, man, Stephen is one of my favorite movies.
Wait, what happened to the other white dude? What happened to the white dude that shot?
My soul, but
What happened to the white dude that shot the other
The reason
dude?
he bothers me so much, like I
That
said,
shot
in
Calvin.
intro is because
What happened
he
to do that shot
reminds
Calvin?
so many people we see in 2026, whether that be black men or black women. There are so many kiss-ups and bootlickers who actively talk down on their own people for a seat at the table. They are hurting the
The main reason why I say just ignore them and move on. You talk about these niggas, you put them on your YouTube video. Look, you got their name on the back of your shit. Niggas don't go watch them, gang. You giving them more viewers. You getting hate comment is a comment. A dislike is I don't know about a dislike. I don't feel about the dislike. But a hate comment is a comment. A view is a view. You watch the whole video to find out about something they dislike about. You watch the whole video, gang. So at the end of the day, bro, y'all niggas think y'all are doing something by talking about y'all hate these niggas. Y'all giving them bread. And that's the best thing you could do for anybody in this world. Give them money. So at the end of the day, y'all niggas is dumb. Yeah. We're us black people, we're dumb. We're dumb. Cause we're out here talking about niggas that hate us and giving them giving them money, putting money in their pocket. Talking about you hate them. You talking about you want him to, but you put money in his pocket. Stop talking about him if you really hate him. Come on, bro. It's that goofy shit I hate.